Can I tell you something as a friend? No, can I tell you something as a friend?
Yeah.
Come on in if you would, please. You're the shits. You really are. You're the worst I heard.
Hello, welcome to episode 396 of the Nation Conversation. I am your host, Ryan. I'm here with Born Naughty Uncle Baby. It's Bill Kennedy.
I don't mean to hold you up, but I got something to say.
Oh.
I swear to only give you hot shit every day.
Whoa.
Afraid of us. You know this ain't no game to us. You strange to us. That's when we getting dangerous.
Whoa. Busta Rhymes?
It's hard to find a lot of lines in a row without the N-word, it turns out, in Busta's music. It's in honor of him coming up here.
In honor of his appearance in Shaft.
Yep.
Where he was the best part of Shaft. Spoilers. I'm also here with a yin-yang boy, a Shakespeare man, Mr. Wally.
Come, you froward and unable worms. It won't load to say what that's from, though.
That's it.
The Taming of the Shrew. There it is.
I feel like you did that again.
It's from Taming of the Shrew.
I think you did that before.
I've never read it. I don't know Taming of the Shrew, but
I've done 4 so far. 2 of them were from the Taming of the Shrew.
Okay. Shakespeare man. We're here. We're talking about the week's news. We got a Shaft review. We got an eBay war. I don't know what else we got. We got other things. Paige, no longer a part of WWE.
She was still a part of WWE?
She was still there.
this is
still
good, right? Because this means if she wants, she can get back in the ring, probably.
I would assume.
Because she had something along the lines of an Edge, right?
She had a very nasty broken neck. But her... How long has she been out for? It's not as long. Not as long as Edge.
Not as long as Edge.
No.
She's been out for
at least like 5 years, something like that.
I would say like 8 years, probably. Maybe not, but something.
No, because we must have talked about her at least on the podcast before.
It's got to be like 2017 or 18 that
the
neck injury happened.
Maybe 4 years, maybe.
Not sure. But yeah, kind of interesting because she's literally been there for a long fucking time. She was there at 20, right? She was in NXT at 20 years old.
Yep.
19.
Yeah,
something.
And she was a star right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like she came out and had a couple matches, and they just started pushing her.
She won the title. Then she won the women's title, the Divas title, I guess. After WrestleMania.
Forced to retire from in-ring competition in April of 2018. So a little over 4 years.
So it's been a while. Been a while since she's been in the ring. But have to do it. It must be done. It's part of my contract. Creed pays for this show.
Yep.
Behind the scenes. Yeah, so I hope good news.
If she was to show up in AEW, I would hope that they just put her right in a match. Assuming she's not super ring rusty, just throw her right in with Thunder Rosa. Doesn't got to win it, but like shoot her to the top. Because she at least was that good.
Do you find it surprising that they had no jobs for her to do anywhere this whole time? Like,
yes, I do.
She's obviously good enough to be on TV as like a commentator or even like a stage host, like the pre-show, or she was a manager at one point.
She could literally have done anything.
GM.
Right.
Yeah.
I find it very bizarre that they had nothing for her to do.
Well, they're terrible.
It's probably not that they didn't have anything for them. There must have been like some friction between her and whoever's making decisions.
I'm sure, because she was a part of the whole...
well, she does have an accent.
You can't do Twitch thing. She was like, you literally won't employ me. You won't put me on TV, so I have to make money somehow. Which I think they actually were like, fine, you can do it. Yeah, so you think we're going to see her in the ring sooner rather than later? Like a Christian kind of thing, or an Edge, I guess? Even though that's WWE.
Except she's much younger. I think she could just jump back into wrestling.
She's very young.
If she wants to
even
do that.
30? She's got to be close. But
I don't think she is.
Maybe not. She's very young. Very, very young.
She is 29. She'll be 30 in August.
Okay, so she's about to be 30, so. got a long career potentially ahead of her if she can get back in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jay White, that motherfucker, he screwed everything up. Forbidden Door is completely screwed up because he beat Okada for the super heavyweight god title, whatever we call it. I forget the joke now. That was a while ago. It's been a while since we've since we watched New Japan on a regular basis. But Jay White freaking screwed everything up because on Wednesday, Hangman Page was like, "Give me Okada. I can think of another championship I want to go for. Give me Okada," which is a great moment.
Yeah.
And now it's all screwed up because Jay White's the fucking champ. So what does that mean?
I mean, he also is a pretty good wrestler.
Sure.
But yes, it does.
Should be.
It's
change
weird.
things.
It's a little weird that they're like, oh, okay, 2 weeks before the show, we're going to have a title change.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe they couldn't come to an agreement on who should put over who. So they were like, all right, well,
Or
we'll put
if
Jay White
Okada's
in
gonna
there.
put somebody over, they don't want the belt on him when he does it or something.
Yeah.
I was
something
listening
like that.
to Brian Alvarez talk about the Forbidden Door and pay-per-view and saying, like, yeah, every dream match you actually want to see, you're probably going to see, like, 1 or 2 of those. But because of the way the politics work and who has to win and who has to lose from each group, you're never going to see just the best of the best matches.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen, which is sad.
It is. But this, if it shapes up, this is the type of thing that would actually make me want to watch wrestling again. If they can set up a bunch of good matchups.
This pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you would be interested in watching this.
Possibly. Although I hear watching an AEW pay-per-view is about impossible, so.
It's not fun on the BR app.
Where
They do not sponsor us.
When is this?
June 26th. Coming up.
26. Okay.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
So, that's not the right month.
No. That's still May.
That calendar.
Well, you have a calendar
It's
in front
still
of you on
going to
your
be
computer.
May. You're right, I do, but I'm not going to open it. It's
I
in 2
honestly
weeks. It's
don't know
probably
how
on
to
a
find the calendar
Sunday
online.
night because
You click the time with the date.
Hey, it's a Chromebook.
Okay. Well,
It doesn't.
Chromebooks
it doesn't do
don't
that.
have calendars.
Not easily accessible.
You're gonna-
calendars.
26th is a Sunday, if
Okay.
that's what we're
Okay.
trying to figure out.
Yeah,
That is
there
what
you
we
go.
were trying to figure
Segment to be named now. The 26th is a Sunday. Calendars.
out.
Tough.
Calendars.
Brought to you
They're
by
tough.
the sun.
Brought to you by the Aztecs or the Incas. Who did it?
No,
Everybody had calendars. The Aztecs were the ones that had the crazy maps.
Hashtag
And
calendars.
Star maps, but start that up.
We are off the rails, and it's been what 10 minutes at most.
7. All right, so Jay White fucked up the Forbidden Door already. Edge is kicked out of his stable.
I love this.
Already.
It's hilarious to me. I mean, I feel bad for Finn because
What the hell?
stupid, but
What is happening?
What?
So let me
why?
break this down.
Yes.
All right. Edge has a creepy weirdo goth stable.
Of course.
That he
let me talk
started.
to you.
Brood 2.0. Yep.
Brood 2.0 that he started with Damian Priest, my guy,
Yeah.
who's not my guy. Then he brought in Rhea Ripley. Nice. I like it. She's kind of spooky in like a scary way, but not like supernatural.
Mhm.
But they're all cool. You know, cool emo guys. And at the pay-per-view, Edge had a match against Finn Balor and beat him. Okay? Straight up beat him.
Yep.
Next night on Raw, which was last week, Finn and it seemed like Finn was going to join up with these spooky crew. And then he and Damian Priest attack Edge and kick Edge out of the group. And now Finn Balor is in his place. But Damian Priest, I'm pretty sure, is the guy in charge.
So Finn didn't take over as the leader.
No, I think he's a lackey under Damian Priest.
That's really dumb then.
But it's
Yeah.
so weird because that happened at WrestleMania. This whole thing started at WrestleMania. And it's already over, and it's June. So that's what? 3 months? Not even?
yeah.
Pretty bad.
Sounds like a poorly run company.
Pretty bad. Sounds like from behind the scenes, they wanted to make it more Bray Wyatt-y,
Mm-hmm.
and Edge didn't want to do that, apparently. So he just said, kick me out of the group.
Good for him.
And he has the clout to be just like, whatever, just kick me out of the fucking group. I don't care.
Good.
I'll go work for AEW if you don't want me to work here. It's fine. I'll go be with my best friend over there. So yeah, he's already out. It's very silly, very very silly.
I'm bothered if Finn didn't take over because
It's
I was
not-
picturing
I'm
him
pretty sure
riding
it's not.
in on Damian Priest's shoulders.
That'd be pretty fun.
Similar to a Prince Devitt move.
Right.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's happening. I think he's a lackey, which is weird. Very bizarre. But Edge is out already. The G1 is set.
There's 4 groups now?
It's a lot of people, but somehow, even with all those people, we're not getting any. We've been talking about, who's going to be in the G1, blah, 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 when the pandemic's done. Can't wait to see Bryan Danielson in the G1. Nope.
Yep.
Absolutely not. No. Nope. We are not going to have that.
No, we're not.
The major foreigner in there is Lance Archer.
Which makes sense that he's done it a bunch, but
I like him.
what's a Tom Lawler and why is he in there?
Filthy Tom Lawler. He's an American, so he's in there.
He was an MMA guy. Okay.
Yeah, so it's all the people we've always had.
Jonah should be fun in there.
Jonah Rock, that'll be good. Yeah.
Oh, your guy Goto. Your other guy Yoshihashi.
Again, the only interesting.
Hanari is in there.
Yeah, he's been in there before as like a guy who loses a lot. Two guys who weren't in this group before. El Phantasmo from the juniors is moving up to the heavyweights.
Okay.
And David Finlay is in this. Who I don't think.
Good for him.
David Finlay famously in the C block.
Yeah, he won it though, didn't he?
I believe he won the C block by winning a thumb war against
Yep.
Aaron Hanare years ago.
Oh my god.
Which is very silly.
Oh yeah, so if they get a matchup, that'll be something.
Yeah, they could face each other. That'd be fun. Former C block competitors, which was just a thumb war, but it's a little depressing. The G1's fun, yeah. But there's nobody interesting in here other than the same old people. So
yeah, I mean it's all their stars, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, also Great O'Con's in it, so
one of their stars. What do you mean?
Yeah.
All right, Zack Sabre Jr. One thing from a Forbidden Door that we should be excited for.
I hope that this actually wasn't just him. I hope they make it happen.
Called out Daniel Bryan, who he hasn't faced in a match in a long time. I saw the picture of them.
Oh, they have though?
They have before, and I think it was like 2008. Zack Sabre was very young. Very, very young. And so he called out Daniel Bryan. So we'll see. Hopefully that
would be
is a thing.
That'd be a real fun match.
That's a draw for me. I would want to see that. Does that help you want to see this pay-per-view anymore?
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Okay. Wow. Very positive.
I could wear my ZSJ shirt.
You could.
Even though I like Daniel Bryan just as much. Probably more, actually.
Maybe. All right. I think this was a lot of fun on our text thread when we found out Dark Side of the Ring is being taken over by WWE.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
you got any fun Dark Side of the Ring WWE version? What were some of the ones we said?
I'm trying to remember now.
I'm trying to remember, yeah.
It was one of them is definitely Saudi Arabia propaganda.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia is good.
Yep.
But I mean that's not Dark Side of the Ring.
They discovered
the wrestling media's portrayal of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
That's the dark side.
They will expose Tony Khan for being good friends with who's that other billionaire there?
Okay.
The guy who's in jail now.
Oh.
Then he died in jail.
Well, maybe question mark, right?
Right.
Some weirdos think he isn't dead.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep. Tony Khan is good friends with him. That'll be exposed.
Dark Side of the Ring Part 2. He is him.
Oh.
Monday Night Wars, WWF actually won those.
I sure did.
That was another one that
was
said.
Wednesday night. I think he meant Wednesday Night Wars. NXT actually won those.
Well,
No, Mike actually said Monday Night Wars on WWF.
They did win.
They did.
NXT 2.0. Or NXT 1.0. Terrible. Wasn't it awful? Triple H. Something about Triple H being bad.
Yeah.
Stephanie.
I did see
Shane.
Bruce
Dark
Pritchard
Side
has to get surgery, so he's out for a while.
Oh, really?
Tony Khan's defeated Bruce Pritchard now.
Wow.
He's out like 6 months to heal from a rotator cuff or something like that.
6 months for a road trip? What does he do? He's Bruce Pritchard.
I don't know. But so Tony Khan or other Khan, Nick Khan defeated him.
Oh, right. He's moving up the Mortal Kombat thing.
Yep.
I guess it's from jerking Vince off so much. That's why he needs to rest.
Gotta rest up, yeah.
Rest that rotator cuff. That motion
That's
is
a
just
dangerous,
it's a dangerous motion. So got to rest up and rehab for that. Dark side of the ring. WWE. Oh, boy. Bill, you got any segments to name before we go into your president quiz?
Oh shit! Right.
We'll do that. I do have a couple other ones.
Okay.
I just wanted to update. I did update. I upped my bid for that WCW game we've been talking about. I put in $29.99. Still waiting to hear back. Didn't get declined.
What did you the first time? 29.
$29.98.
Oh,
You went up 1 cent.
I went up 1 penny.
So this guy's blocked you.
He hasn't declined me.
That's a block. Straight up block. He's
I
really pondering that 1 cent, you think?
think it's just nobody else is betting on it.
Oh, my God.
I looked up Shaft because we weren't sure of the origins of it. When we talked to, when we
Yeah,
talked
We
about
knew
the movie.
that
It
we knew
was
this
a
movie
show,
was
yeah.
not the origin of it.
It started as a novel in 1970.
Oh, nice.
1971, it was a film portrayed by Richard Roundtree.
Okay.
There were sequels right away in 92 and 93. Or, I mean, 72 and 73.
Okay.
Then there was TV movies in 73 and 74.
Mm.
Like 7 of them. There's a bunch of them.
TV movies.
Yes,
Nice.
TV
Okay.
movies. It was
Okay.
like
I thought it was a TV show.
so
Or-
it was that and another show that were sort of related to each other, but they would like rotate every other week. And it turns out it didn't work for either show.
Okay,
So,
I see what you mean.
Hmm.
Like if you did NCIS and NCIS Las Vegas every other week,
yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yes. Except I guess they were like they essentially drew 2 different crowds.
Oh,
And so neither one actually built up like a fan base because
yeah.
it was like on and off and nobody knew when it was on. So, then in 2000, as we know, Sam Jackson played apparently
John Shaft.
the son of the original Shaft.
No, the
No,
nephew.
Nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that guy actually John Shaft though? His uncle? Didn't he have a different name?
I don't know.
May have had a different name.
He was supposed to be John Shaft the second.
Oh, in the movie.
I think so.
Oh, okay,
Which
okay.
was not clear to me at any point.
Okay.
Then in 2019, there apparently was another one
Yes, there was.
where Jesse Usher played the grandson of original Shaft.
And
Oh.
Samuel L. Jackson's in that one too.
Apparently
he
his
is?
kid. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Um,
Denzel would have been a good Shaft, right? I mean, Denzel's good at everything.
he could
so.
do that, sure.
Shaft 2 was in 2019?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay.
Ryan, you had said you thought Mantor, our favorite that we had a good laugh at last week,
Quang?
he had a mask, you said.
Quang.
You thought you remembered.
Yeah, he had like a giant Mantar head.
Yeah, it was
thing,
not
didn't he?
just a mask. It was a giant bull mask that was sticking up way over his head, over his shoulders, and down his back. So do yourself a favor and give it a Google.
It's real
Just
weird.
See, because it's real
Mantar
goofy.
mask.
Apparently, they even made fun of it in the Rock Dwayne's show that he's got now, Young Dwayne.
Young Rock.
Oh my!
Young Dwayne.
What a
There was like a thing where he was like giving an interview in the locker room or something, and Mantar was just like in the background. I guess.
Colt Cabana was in that show as Brooklyn Brawler,
Oh,
and recently wrestled a match in the gear he was wearing as fake Brooklyn Brawler on Young Rock, and pretended to be Brooklyn Brawler the whole match. Like,
that's good.
was not Colt Cabana for that match. It was Brooklyn Brawler.
I like that. I do like that.
Okay,
Well, sometimes
real
it's-
quick update segment to name now. Richard Roundtree, who was I think the OG Shaft,
He sure was.
Uncle John Shaft
in the movie.
in the
Oh,
movie,
okay.
but Sam
Okay.
Jackson was also John Shaft. So I'm not really
Yep.
sure how that all works.
So he was the second. So he was named after his uncle, I guess.
I guess.
And then his kid was Junior. Then he was the second, and his kid was Junior.
Sure.
Sure.
Something like
yep.
that.
Yep. That's it. Yep.
Okay.
Let's not think about it too hard.
Okay.
Let's not.
We'll give ourselves a headache trying to figure this out. These
Okay. In that case, it's time for president talk.
President talk.
presidents.
Let's see if I can go. We're up to 13 this week.
Yep.
Washington. Oh boy. Adams. Jefferson. Madison. Monroe.
Oh
Adams.
my God.
Jackson. MVB.
MVP.
Harrison. Tyler.
My guy.
K.
John
Polk.
Tyler.
Taylor. And her new guy, one Millard Fillmore.
Fillmore.
Perhaps the least memorable did-nothing president. He was the last of the Whigs because after he couldn't win re-election, no one else wanted to do that anymore. They just basically got replaced by the Republicans.
No more wigs.
He's from New York, which at first I was like, oh, cool. And then he's from the Buffalo area. So
Wow.
exactly. He helped push through the Compromise of 1850, but really that was Zach Taylor's thing. Basically, it made California a free state, but then also he passed the fugitive slave law, so northern states were then by law required to return slaves to their owners.
Ooh,
So in this
not a good
compromise to avoid war, he basically pushed it to the brink of war.
look. Not a good look.
Nope. So the fun fact about him, because he didn't do anything else, he looks eerily familiar to Alec Baldwin.
He does.
He does.
Wow.
That's
Millard.
it. That's all he's got going for him. Apparently the Queen of England thought he was very handsome.
Oh,
Queen Elizabeth.
sexy.
She was alive back then, right?
She's been alive for
First
like
one.
150 years. So at this point. All right. eBay war. Ready?
Yes.
Take a look at this. We are all tied up.
Boo.
The title was vacated,
Shenanigans.
so we gotta put that
Oh yeah,
put
from the
that
rafters.
championship into the rafters and hang it. We
It's
did
up
it.
there. There you
It's
go.
up. It
Oh
happened.
boy, what do we got going on?
It
here?
is an official WWE/WWF Undertaker inflatable tombstone Paul Bearer merch stand. It says Undertaker, hell has relocated.
to the pool.
Which I guess. I just love that tagline. All right, ready? This is a doozy. Holds air and is blown up in photos. Will be ship deflated.
Good.
Please look at all pictures to make your condition decision. Yep.
Your condition decision?
Yep, I'm reading this exact.
What condition your condition
I'm
is
not,
in?
I guess. The pictures are part of the description if something is not described exactly here. Use the magnifier to see details you need. I list everything acceptable and used unless noted. Everyone has different opinions of what is perfect. So I don't like to push my thoughts on you. Unless I specifically list something otherwise. There is wear on this item. Nothing is mint. Scratches, scuffs, stains, loose arms, legs, pieces, dead pixels, marks, paint wear, writing, dents, tears, cuts, rips on cardboard, paper packaging are on this item.
What?
There's limbs in this thing.
I guess
That's what I heard.
even new in-box items have wear on the outer boxes.
Oh no!
By buying my items, you have to accept that.
Wow.
Please ask all questions before buying. I answer all questions and am here to make sure you are happy with your purchase. Please do not message me and offer me 50% of my listing prices as an offer, because my listing prices are final. This guy would not like you, Bill.
Guess who's going to be getting a 50% offer?
This guy would not like you. I have been selling on eBay for over 15 years, and I've never once had... I've never had a negative feedback, parentheses, except for one. Scammer. Parentheses closed. Everything I sell is authentic and official. No reproduction or fake anything. Price is for U.S. shipping only. What the hell does an Undertaker thing?
Is this like a floaty? Like
I think it's just a tombstone.
Okay, it says... I just
That you could
find
float
it
on.
hilarious that it says hell has relocated. But the back also has the dead never rest Undertaker. This big symbol on it. It looks like a floaty.
It does.
like a little like inflatable boogie board.
Yeah,
except
a wakeboard. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
a
definitely
boogie board.
looks like that.
Never
What is
used
this?
An inflatable boogie.
What does
board,
this shit boogie board cost?
though. Nope, not too much. So I can offer half.
Oh, this guy is funny. Apparently, that's a cut and paste from everything because shipping is free on this
Okay.
item.
Who has to go first?
You have to go first.
I'm still the defender.
Good try.
I'm gonna say
That's too much.
he wants $39.99.
No, sir.
$39.99.
He's a reasonable businessman.
No, he's an idiot.
He wants $16.
Wow, this is something. Wally, you are the winner. You are the eBay War champion.
Da-da-da, bringing it back, baby. Yeah, baby.
This is the opposite end of what happened a few weeks ago when you were over by like a cent.
I'm under
You
by a
were
cent.
under by a cent at $40
Wow.
for an Undertaker floaty.
Yes.
And the funniest
Well, he will not be getting an offer for half. He'll be getting an offer for like a quarter.
and the funniest description in a while on the eBay Wars. This guy's crazy. Gotta find more of this stuff. All right. Well, you got it back.
I did.
All that drama for nothing,
very
Bill.
much.
All right. You gonna talk about Shaft?
Yes. Gotta
All right,
find my
let's
notes.
Talk about Shaft.
There it is.
And our wrestler for this movie was
Lawrence Taylor. Did I? I didn't actually pick him out of this movie. Did anybody notice him in the
Yes.
movie?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
He was
Because-
the one who was like throwing the party.
the surprise party guy.
Oh, okay.
Don't you
okay.
talk to my wife or whatever?
Oh, okay.
That was
Okay.
him.
Yeah, because I totally forgot to like look for him. So my notes starts with great theme song.
Sure.
Sure.
Yep.
My notes start with I was going to kind of start this. My kids were watching their iPads and weren't really paying attention. This movie starts with a sex scene.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, nope, not doing that. There's literally boobs on the TV as you're all in the room.
Yeah, you get credit boobs. Rolling credits boobs.
All right, that's a pro.
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
put that in a positive column.
So we see Shaft arrives at a crime scene where a young black guy, his name is Trey, is laying on the sidewalk with a large pool of blood by his head. Shaft goes into the bar to ask some questions for people because he's a detective. He finds Christian Bale, who has some blood on his hand. So he asks him about it, and Bale, his character's name is
Ryan Murray.
William Wade?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Sure.
Walter Wade, I think. His name is Wade. He admits to beating Trey, but says it was just self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
Shaft arrests him and goes to talk to the bartender, who definitely knows something because
She was trying to like
she's
weirdly signal him. Basically.
that and like
She
trying
was,
to
like,
avoid
doing one of the like.
pointing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also weirdly trying to avoid his eye contact at the same time. I felt. I don't know.
Yeah.
So he goes and talks to her. She has blood on her face, and
She
doesn't
does.
realize it.
Yep.
He then talks to Trey's girlfriend, and she gives a flashback of what happened right before he was attacked, and it's Wade just being super racist to him. And then Trey gets his revenge by cutting 2 holes in a napkin and puts it on
Nice.
on Wade's
Good
head
move.
like a KKK hood.
I assume Ryan got mad at this point.
Solid move. Why am
What
I?
did what did this dude Christian do to deserve this?
Wow, no, he deserved it. Come on. Why have I become the...
I don't know, but I'm okay with it.
Always been your head.
Wally's been the Wade.
I have
like
not
Japanese
been.
wrestlers. You don't, you know.
It's 2 guys who annoy me, not because they're Japanese. It has nothing to do with it.
So Shaft talks to Wade outside, and he finds the bartender's ID in Wade's wallet. Obviously,
Did your fridge smell like farts a little bit?
Yeah, there's something in there that smells
Okay,
weird.
I was gonna say it kind of smelled all night, but
Something in there is stinking up the joint. I don't know what it is. One of my Hello Freshes. I don't think it's so much fresh anymore.
well, there they go as a sponsor.
Damn it.
I did HelloFresh for a short time.
That's good.
He
It was
finds.
cool, but then they would just send me stuff when I didn't
Has
want
it been a while since you've done Hello
Been a while.
Been a while.
So Trey starts to seize while he's on the gurney, and Wade says something. I didn't really hear it, but Shaft punches him in the face.
He says, look at that blank blank dancing.
Did he really say that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So Trey dies, and the chief, I don't know, has some words with Shaft, who then punches Wade again. Wade's bail is.
Yeah, he's like, "You're fired." He's like, "For what?"
Yeah.
And he hits him
for,
again.
For this? And he punches him again, yeah.
Worth it.
Um,
He doesn't get fired.
Not fired.
Nope.
Suspended or something. He's
yeah.
in trouble.
Yeah. We go to the court, and Wade's bail is set at $200,000, which is easy for him because he's super rich.
Which is weird because later on,
He's got no money.
He has no money. He has to steal for.
It's got to be like his family money is the reason why bail's easy for him. But
yeah, his dad is super rich because they always talk about the old man, old man.
So 2 years later, 2 years pass.
Big jump.
Yep. Shaft is performing an undercover narcotics bust in an apartment building. One of the guys goes out the window, and Shaft chases him through alleys and buildings. The guy runs out of bullets, so he pretends to give himself up before jumping through 2 windows between buildings. He gets down to the street and stops running because...
Interesting choice.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting choice to stop running.
Yes, interesting choice to stop running.
Shaft punches him in the face.
Yeah.
And arrests him.
He's good at that.
Yes.
Yeah. Police violence is a real thing with Shaft.
Mm-hmm.
This movie would be harder to get over these days, I feel like. Maybe that's why 2019 I've never heard of.
So all the cops are bringing their people. They're out of the apartment building, and you see Peoples Hernandez, who is watching overhead from his window. He's just eating food, and he thinks it's funny.
You know who played this guy?
He looks very
familiar, but
familiar.
no,
Jeffrey Wright.
Still don't know who that is.
I think is in a ton of Christopher Nolan stuff and does not have that accent. So
Really?
shout out to him for being. He is Commissioner Gordon in the new Batman.
The new Batman.
And Robert Pattinson's Batman?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
He's in Westworld. He's in all the James Bond movies, the new ones.
Hernandez? Peoples
Yeah,
Hernandez?
the guy who played Peoples Hernandez, who is Jeffrey Wright.
I need to see a picture of him in Batman.
Yeah, if you look at a picture of him now, it's a hell of a performance because I didn't even realize it was him.
What? Say his name again?
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright.
Boardwalk Empire.
J-E-F-F?
Hunger Games. Jeffrey.
Okay.
Right with a W.
That's the same guy? Get
Same
the
guy.
fuck. That's
Oh,
what, like,
this guy.
Yeah,
He's
that's
in tons of stuff.
I do recognize him
actor.
as an old man.
I don't
Yeah.
believe he's in. Maybe he's not in an old movie, but he's in tons of stuff. So much stuff.
because like
French Dispatch? I saw 10 minutes of that.
I pictured him in the Batman, but I was like, that can't be the same guy.
It's the same guy.
All right.
Pretty impressive acting performance there by that guy.
Anyways, Hernandez is watching the cops, so Shaft throws a basketball at him.
Which I enjoyed.
Yep. He comes down and faces off, and then he touches Shaft, so Shaft arrests him for assaulting an officer.
Yes.
He finds an ice pick on him, which felt like it was planted, but then later on in the movie,
He always
he
has
uses
to
it.
kill somebody.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
like, all right,
Which
maybe.
also, I feel like, I mean, a cop would do it, I guess. But
Yeah.
calling
Sure.
an ice pick a weapon is not necessarily an open and shut case.
Yeah, okay. I
It
see
was
what
Could
you
have
more-
just been breaking ice.
I believe it was more of an inconvenience
Yes.
for this man
It sure was.
than anything else.
mean. My next note was Shaft gets in arguments with everybody he talks to at the police station.
He sure does.
He fucking hates everybody except
Yep.
for Vanessa Williams. It's the only one he doesn't like, or he does.
She
like.
is lady cop for me, so.
Carmen Vasquez.
Yes, because Wally thinks slowly of women. Lady
He's
cop
playing
is
right
all-
into his role
Yeah.
as hater of women.
So Shaft gets a call about something, so he calls in a favor from Busta Rhymes,
yeah,
who is Rasan,
baby.
who is fantastic.
So good.
Wade's plane lands, and he gets into a limo, and the limo driver is Rasan, and Shaft is waiting inside the limo. He puts Wade in handcuffs, but reporters also start to mob the limo, and it's like they've been tipped off that he was coming home. He brings
Played
Wade.
Colin Powell once.
Who? Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah.
Nice.
He brings Wade to the precinct and puts him in the lockup with Hernandez. Wade and Hernandez get brought to central processing eventually, and Wade has to kick the shit out of some guy who is harassing him, so people, won't harass him. We get Shaft and Lamont Lamont is Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, yes.
Okay. They get into an argument because Shaft was talking to his girl, but he throws him into a room, and it's a surprise party for him. Why are they having a surprise party for him?
Because he busted Christian Bale.
Yeah. He did it.
Okay.
He did
He
it.
finally, after 2 years, was able to
So,
bust Christian Bale.
I mean, I would do the surprise party when the guy gets put in jail.
Well,
goes to
you know he's not gonna.
prison.
But they know, like, all right, he's not gonna.
Yeah. So Hernandez and Wade are talking in central processing, and Wade is still racist, but Hernandez is kind of interested in doing business with him. Shaft's uncle, who is the original Shaft, what was his name?
John Shaft.
No, the actor's name.
Richard Roundtree.
Okay.
His name in the movie is John Shaft. Come on.
He is pessimistic, and he says that Wade's going to walk.
I'm sorry. Let me correct that. Uncle John Shaft.
So he thinks that Wade is going to walk.
He knows. He knows better.
Yeah. And Shaft's like, no way. Well, we go to court, and Wade's passport is taken by the court, but bail is set again at $1 million, which everybody not happy about because obviously he's just going to post bail again.
Mm-hmm.
Shaft then throws his badge at the judge, and it sticks in the wall.
Throws it so hard.
It's like a ninja star.
You ever been in one of these courtrooms or any courtroom? Those walls are all kinds of hardwood and fancy ass shit. There's no way.
Yep. So they're outside on the steps. Shaft and Wade are making eye contact from a distance, and Shaft pulls out his gun, and everybody's like, whoa, calm down. And he just gives it to the chief, and he says he quits. They start walking down the steps some more, and Shaft shows Wade the waitress's ID. Her name was Diane. I eventually start calling her Diane.
Played by Toni Collette from, I believe,
That
Sopranos.
name sounds familiar.
I believe.
Never seen
Was
it.
she the wife? No.
I think she was Sopranos. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong. She's not Sopranos. Sixth Sense.
Oh, she's the wife in Sixth Sense.
Little
Yeah.
Miss Sunshine. Lots of other things.
Shaft talks to his uncle about the
haven't seen
shitty
that
state
movie
of the
in a long time.
justice system, which still fair. Wade talks to his father and lawyer about the waitress, but they can't find her.
She's United
He's
States.
not happy
of,
about this.
United States of Terra is what I was thinking of. That was on HBO, I think, or Showtime when we were in college.
Okay. Shaft goes to talk to Diane's mother, but she is very unhelpful. He goes to talk to one of the other waitresses from that night. She decides that she'll help him find Diane if he deals with a gangbanger who's been like trying to get her son to run errands for him.
Help me with this gangbanger. Also, I'm a hooker.
Yeah. Also, I'm free on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so
Yeah.
Book an appointment.
yep.
he
So
does.
Shaft walks over to. Well, first he goes back to Lady Cop and says, "Anybody still employed by NYPD should probably leave."
Vanessa Williams.
Yep. He then walks over to the gangbanger and beats him up with his gun in his face, and tells him to. I like his line of questioning here.
Yes, it's great.
Do you know a kid down the street? Yeah. Do you know a kid down the street? No. There you go. That's
Do you
the
know
right
my
answer.
name?
No.
No.
Hit him
John
again.
Shaft. All right, I don't know your name. No, you're gonna know
No,
my name.
you know my name.
Yeah. I don't know what to say to you.
Exactly.
Stop confusing me. I don't
What
want to
are
cause
the
any more
answers you
problems.
want?
I have no teeth left. Just let me be.
So he convinces this guy not to ever talk to the kid again. Shaft then goes to talk to Diane. She decides to run from him and almost runs him over in her car. Oh right, this is she's at a playground with kids.
Which seems like a mistake if you're trying to lay low for the
Yeah.
last 2 years and he couldn't find you.
Yeah.
Kids
Also-
talk about everything.
Plain sight. In
Also-
plain sight.
Just staying in the city.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Like
Very
it,
weird.
it does seem like she moved maybe like 2 blocks away from her mother.
This is a movie that's like, oh, well, if cell phones really existed, then this is solved.
Yeah.
They find her immediately.
Yeah.
Facebook pages and cell phones and all that.
So Shaft goes to visit Diane's mom again, but no one answers this time. So he has Leon watch the house. Wade, actually, is Diane just still living at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her mom's just covering for her.
She got $50,000 and didn't move away.
Weird.
It takes effort and,
Weird.
So he has Leon watch the house. Then we see Wade goes to meet Hernandez to have him find Diane and kill her. While they're talking, everybody sees a news bulletin about Wade, and they're all like, "Oh, this is a real guy. This is a real bigwig." Hernandez wants Wade to help him get some upscale clients for his drugs, but Wade doesn't agree to that. He says that he'll get him $40,000 to have Diane killed.
Seems like a nice business proposition.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He even
Christopher?
says, like, well, this is why Ryan likes it, because he's a good businessman. But he even says, like, you could tell people you got a white boy on a leash or whatever. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do this for you.
Mm-hmm.
The guy doesn't have money, as we're about to see.
Yes, sure.
So now we see Shaft realizes that one of Hernandez's men is following him. I don't know this guy's name, but it's his old CI.
The guy is from The Wire.
I gotta watch this one of these days.
Never watched
Andre Royo, who played the role of Tattoo. Who was in two people from The Wire in this movie. He's in there, and the bartender later, Alice, that hits on Shaft. And they have like a weird,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you should have sex with me again. Yeah, I will.
Yeah, okay.
And that's
I
it.
could do that.
She's also in The Wire.
All right.
Two Wire people.
So he's talking to Tattoo, who tells him all about how Wade and Hernandez are talking about finding Diane. When two cops roll up and they see Shaft talking to the CI, who's trying to avoid letting them see who he is. The very next scene, they're talking to Hernandez about finding Diane. They're obviously dirty cops, and then they also tell him about the CI who was talking to Shaft. In the next scene, he's thrown out of the window with an ice pick stabbed into him.
So Tattoo is Bubbles in The Wire, who has basically
You got the glasses?
the same role in The Wire. He's like a weird crackhead informant.
With the thick glasses? Bubbles? That guy?
I don't think he has thick glasses in The Wire.
Different bubbles, apparently.
I never saw The Wire.
I never did either.
So Shaft then confronts Hernandez in a coffee shop. That's about it.
Okay.
He goes to visit Diane's mom.
Jesus.
He goes to visit Diane's mom, and her two brothers come out to threaten him.
Does one of them die and then come back later?
I don't
One
know.
of them gets hit by a car or shot or both, and then is back at the end.
One of them gets hit
Oh,
by
yeah.
the car.
Yeah, and dies, but is not dead.
But is not
He's
dead.
fine.
Yeah. So the two dirty cops are now following Shaft, which he realizes very quickly. Wade gets jumped in an alley and loses the money that he just pawned.
Jesus.
And then we find out it was Shaft and one of his other cop buddies.
Which
The one who was kind of racist.
no, definitely racist, and they're actually okay with each other. It's just that's what they do. They're just asshole racist to each other all day.
Yep.
So Hernandez then says Wade has to start selling drugs for him. It's all already ruled. You just here's the prices. Just go sell.
Just go do it.
sell. Lady cop overhears Diane talk to her mother on the phone, and she's able to pull the phone number.
Okay.
Somehow.
Good police work.
Yep. Dirty cops are still following Shaft as he goes into a car wash.
Yeah, he clearly knows that they're...
Yeah. Leon gets in the car and switches with him, and he has the cops follow him. They meet up with Hernandez and tell him that Shaft is right there down the road in this car, which obviously is Leon?
He's not. Yep. Leon's in that car.
I don't know why I thought his name was something else. Anyways.
Not Busta, the other guy.
What?
Not Busta.
No, I know. Yeah. Lamont. It's Lamont. It's not Leon.
Lamont is LT.
Lamont is
Is
LT. This is Leon.
This is... Oh, okay. All right, whatever. So Shaft is watching this happen.
Get it right.
He calls Hernandez and tells him that the dirty cops are playing him, and that the money's actually they jumped Wade and the money's under their seat, and because he's planted the money in their car.
Which, yes.
Shaft then drives away, but one of Hernandez's guys sees him because he's taking a pee, and
Yeah, he just like happens to be in the right spot.
yeah. Then they all realize that Shaft has been playing them.
Also, the tensions are so high. I thought this is weird. When they find that bag or whatever.
Yeah.
Tensions are so high and they already want to kill each other. There's no way they don't just kill each other
Yeah.
and sort it out later.
So, let's see.
Cooler heads do prevail, though.
Shaft finds Diane, and Hernandez's men get in a shootout with him almost immediately. He just drove away from them, and they already found him again. Like, I don't know how, but
They're good at being bad guys.
Movies.
yeah. They get in a shootout with him. Shaft kills Hernandez's little brother, and he just goes absolutely crazy.
He's not happy about that.
Starts stabbing himself with the ice pick
In the chest.
in the chest. This man's dead.
Badass.
And then he gets hit by a car, it's driven by Diane's brothers.
Yes.
They get out and try to stop Shaft from taking her. One of them is choking Shaft in the car. The other one is just banging on the window, and that guy gets stabbed by Hernandez, who comes out of nowhere. The car Rasan's driving. He drives away. He's got himself, Diane, Shaft, and the other brother in the car with him.
Yeah, who very quickly is like, that's my brother. All right, whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Dirty cops see where Shaft is stashing Diane at Rasan's place because, of course, they do. Yep. Wade gets beaten up by Hernandez and his guys at his swanky apartment. The dirty cops call Hernandez and tell him that where Shaft is and where Diane is. He gets his crew and they all start driving over. Shaft talks to Diane. She tells him what she saw. She saw Wade grab a metal velvet rope holder and bash Trey in the head. Then he went over to her and threatened her. She was paid off that night and started running. Though she didn't start running, she just stayed fucking home with $50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
If she was so scared, how about you actually try running? Her
conscience got the better of her. That's why.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dirty cops are staked out watching for Shaft when they notice that Lady Cop pulls up, and she notices them too, and she's like, fuck, now I gotta go talk to them. So she goes over to talk to them, and one of them just shoots her in the chest because he asks her if she's wearing Are you wearing your armor? She goes, nope, not tonight, because she knows that they're dirty. One of them shoots her. They see Hernandez show up, so his men start getting into place to storm the apartment. Most of them are going up through the apartment buildings. One or two go up the fire escape. Shaft shoots the guy on the fire escape, and then
He's a very good shot, too.
Oh, he is the only person who is a good shot.
Yep.
Literally the only one.
He shoots the one guy on the fire escape, and then Rasan, Diane, and the brother go down the fire escape while he holds off everybody on the inside. Shaft finally gets off the fire escape, and the dirty cops get the drop on him. Just until Lady Cop shows up, and she shoots one in the back of the head.
Vanessa Williams.
bang.
She can shoot.
Yep, and Shaft shoots the other one. They both kill him. Both dead. Hernandez and his guys go back to their cars and start chasing Rasan's car. We get a nice car chase. Shaft's car flips, but he's okay.
Sure.
He gets out and points the gun at Hernandez's car, but can't find him. And then, lo and behold, he turns around and Hernandez has Diane at knife point.
Oh, shit.
Shaft puts his gun down to fight man-to-man, so Hernandez releases Diane and throws his knife away. And he pretends like he's going to fight, and then he reaches for his gun, but Shaft pulls out another gun and shoots him.
Obviously, he has one of his own.
Oh.
Yep.
Why you didn't know that,
Yep.
I don't know.
And kills him. We go to the day of the trial, and Shaft is waiting on the steps. He finds Trey's mom in the crowd and helps her get through. Then he finds Diane and her mom and both of her brothers.
Yep, he's back.
Okay.
He's back alive.
Good for him. Wade pulls up and sees Diane. And then as he's walking in, boom! Like 3 shots straight to the chest.
Nice twist.
Now, Ryan, I actually thought you'd be upset here because he didn't get his day in court. And so he was still innocent at
Listen.
this point.
Listen,
No. It was Trey's mom who killed him.
I like this. I like this twist.
I did. I enjoyed it too.
She was ready to go to prison, though.
And she immediately she gives up the
Which is
gun.
like-
She's like, there it
And
is. Let's
Shaft
go.
is like, this
All
whole
right.
movie is irrelevant now. Thanks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thanks so much. After I almost died trying to save this lady,
Yeah.
she could testify in court against this fucker. Now he's just dead.
Honestly, she should have done it when the day that he got the $1 million bail. If you were gonna do it, might as well fucking do it that day.
She's desperate.
Shaft is talking to the lady cop back at station when some woman comes in asking for his help specifically. But he tells her he's not a detective anymore. And then she takes off her sunglasses and he notices her black eye. So he gets the guy's name and he's asked where he can find him. And he's going to go take care of that. Then we
This
go
was
out.
important to the movie. I'm glad that this was in there.
Yep.
So important.
We go outside and Rasan is waiting outside for him.
This is important to the movie.
And Uncle Shaft. And he's mad about his apartment getting shot up, about his
Understandable.
car getting flipped,
Yep.
about him almost dying as well.
Yep.
Understandable. Immediately forgives Shaft when Shaft gives him the car.
Wade's car.
Yeah. You can have this crappy car.
Oh, it's Wade's car?
Wade's shit car.
Oh, okay.
I
Yep.
guess it's supposed to be like a Cadillac or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's Shaft 2000.
It was
It was a movie. It was a C movie.
definitely a C or
I
D
guess it was
minus.
C.
D minus is harsh. Come on.
For you, it was a very good movie.
D
It was-
plus.
I would
For
say
what you make us
okay,
watch.
C minus to D plus.
This should have been a good movie.
This could have been a good movie.
Could have been a movie. This should have
This
been.
would
Should have,
have been a
could have,
good
would have
movie.
been a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple other weirdos in here. Or weirdos. A couple other people we should know. Mackay Pfeiffer. He was Trey.
He was in
That's
this.
right,
Right.
yeah.
Mackay Pfeiffer. Famous for being in
8 Mile.
8 Mile.
Yeah.
And having a line in Lose Yourself,
Yeah.
dedicated to him.
No Mackay Pfeiffer.
And
Time
Elizabeth
so hard.
Banks. Did you catch Elizabeth Banks?
I didn't. I saw she was
she-
in there, but I didn't.
She's like part of the dinner party in the very, very beginning.
She's somebody's girlfriend.
She's
or
obviously
something.
like
Oh, the other girlfriend.
brand spanking new as an
I don't even
actress.
think like Elizabeth Banks was her name at the time.
It was Elizabeth Mitchell,
right. So
I believe. Yeah. A couple of other fun people in there.
Nice.
Besides Lawrence Taylor, our boy. Your boy, Bill, I guess,
LT.
technically.
Yeah. Not our boy.
Not our boy.
He broke Theismann's leg, and that's not cool.
He broke,
as a Cowboys fan, that should be very cool.
He-
I mean,
he broke Theismann's leg.
it would have been better if LT got injured as well.
I always hated Wilbur Marshall more than LT because he's the one that hurt Joe Montana.
Wow.
So I hated him.
I'm
Still-
not sure, but I feel
still
like Montana
hate
was
him.
asking for it.
Still hate Wilbur Marshall. I think that's what his name is. All right, Wally, do you have a top five?
I do. I just got to order them. So why don't we do the quick hitters first?
All right.
What does that even mean?
It means
Gunther.
I know what they are. I just can't remember the order.
Gunther is your new IC champ. Doesn't even matter.
No, I wish it did because he would make a very good IC champ, but
Doesn't even matter.
doesn't matter.
That title has not been defended on a pay-per-view for a calendar year, I believe.
Which is sad.
Full calendar year. IC title has not been defended on a title or on a pay-per-view. 2 5-star matches were given out by Uncle Dave. One was the Cody Hell in a Cell against Seth Rollins with the weird arm,
Yeah, okay.
which Cody is out for 9, not 6, 9 months now.
Cool.
So
So Tony dodged a bullet there.
So he's out. The other one was Bucks versus, I believe, Lucha Brothers
Interesting.
on Rampage. Just a random
Just a random match.
fun match. 5 stars.
Well, it's
Jericho.
Young Bucks though. I feel like his floor for Young Bucks is 4.5.
Sure. Rightfully so. Jericho and MVP got in a shoot fight in a hotel lobby.
Oh.
Not sure why. They hate each other. MVP's talked about how he hates Jericho. So
Have they hated each other for a long
I
time?
I think it's a newer
It's a
thing.
new thing.
Jericho's a dickhead.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yep.
Yep. And Jericho responded by saying, "I don't fight jobbers." I thought it was kind of funny. I don't fight jobbers, so I'm not going to fight you. But
That's-
they
that's
got
not
into a
bad.
scuffle.
Yeah.
More
Jeez.
drama. Jeff Hardy somehow got another DWI. Another one.
This poor guy.
That's
Like,
3 or 4 of them now in
like-
the last few years.
I think 3 in 10 years I saw, which
Yeah.
is like a different crime.
Felony?
Yeah.
Is that right? So
he needs help.
He's going to jail,
Yeah.
most likely. Or at least going to have
Might
to
be.
go to court to get out of going to jail.
Yeah, he's going somewhere.
He's going somewhere. And
he might be able to get himself into like treatment or something, but
he refused treatment multiple times.
Well,
so
Well, that's
not this time.
That's yeah. You're gonna have to.
yeah, so not good. We'll see what happens with that. The AEW All Atlantic title. This thing is
What
weird.
is this?
It's a bunch of different country tournament, but it has Japanese dudes in there.
Now, Japan is an island that is not in the Atlantic Ocean.
Right. So why is it called the All Atlantic title? I'm not sure, but there are Ethan Page is facing Miro, I think, for in one of the rounds. It's weird.
Cool. I feel like
Pac-
Miro's not from the Atlantic either.
Pac had a I don't think so either, right? Pac had a match against Buddy Matthews, I think, as part of this tournament, which was really a good match.
Buddy
But
Matthews is what, Australian?
I believe.
Also not the Atlantic.
Sure. Don't understand it. The title is The Owen Hart titles are way better.
Bulgaria is where Miro's from.
Right.
Yep,
That
that's
is
kind of Atlantic.
kind of near the Mediterranean, but not anywhere near the Atlantic.
Doesn't
It's
make a lot of
closer
sense.
than the other two.
It is, but it's between. It's basically on the Black Sea,
Yeah.
above Greece from the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird name for a title, but the tournaments looks fun.
East Europe.
Do they need another title?
Yes.
Probably,
Probably
not.
not. And they still. I thought you guys were excited about trios. Is that not a thing?
We still don't have them.
Still don't have it.
Still don't have those titles.
Jeez.
Do you want to do your top 5?
Yes. So I've just restarted watching Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow, why?
Because the first couple seasons are pretty
They're
good.
very good. They are. You're right. They're
I've
excellent.
watched the first like half of.
But
one
knowing
season.
where it's going, oh
Yeah.
my lord.
So for me, the top 5 least likable Game of Thrones characters. Number
Okay.
5 is Littlefinger.
I mean, there's a lot of hateable.
Oh, there's a lot of people that hate.
like properly hated though. Like,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Number 4 is Theon Greyjoy. Cannot stand him. Number 3 is Cersei.
No, Cersei's the best.
Number 2 is Ramsay Bolton, and number 1 is Joffrey. Very close. Honorable mention goes to Sansa Stark. I can't stand her in the first couple seasons.
I don't know what we're talking about. Isn't Cersei the little girl that's like?
Nope, that's
Oh,
Arya.
That's Arya.
Because people like her, right?
Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh,
She's
I
gonna be
love
on my
Arya.
most likable.
Oh, come on.
Next week. Tune in next week for that top 5. Okay, time for tweets of the week.
I have to find 2 more people to get on that list. Though.
Oh my god.
Peter Dinklage.
I got 3.
What about
he's on the list? already.
the Hound? The Hound.
I'm thinking about it.
Hound should
I'm
be
thinking
on the
about
list,
it.
right? He's very
What
likable.
about that kid that gets pushed out a window? I remember that
No,
happening.
no,
No.
he's closer to this
No.
list than he is.
You
that
mean
list.
what I called for years Game of Thrones Muppet Babies? Because anytime they went to it, it was just all the little kids, and I was like, this sucks. Go back to the adults killing each other.
Yep.
And then eventually they did something with those guys, but yeah. All right, tweets of the week. Forbidden Drain, which I thought is funny. Adam Cole was asked who his favorite tag team is in all of
saw this
wrestling,
today.
and he struggled to answer, but looked around and realized only the Young Bucks were there and said the Young Bucks.
The look on his face
It's very funny.
is very funny. When he's
He
asked
like
it.
the just this like dread that comes over his face while Matt stares at him is very funny. Oh, I skipped over one. This was from me. Twitch channel pitch. I set up. I start playing a game, but I fall asleep after 13 minutes because I'm old.
I can see it.
And then
That's good.
good friend of the show, Killer Greg, said, a sleep walkthrough, if you will. And I said, snorers and low scores. And then he said, sounds like my most recent quarterly sexual performance review. Which I thought about for way too long. About like, okay, you get reviewed on sex quarterly.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 new ones. Hashtag calendars. Hashtag it's been a while. Thank you.
When did you tweet these?
That was Bill.
It wasn't me.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
That's
All
good.
right.
That's fun.
All right. Next review for Bill. It's Bill. The next review is you.
Oh, it is me. But it's easy because I want to do. Hopefully,
Oh boy.
I get to do the good Shawn Michaels match.
Oh, you're doing Put That Cigarette
I
Out?
want to do a put that cigarette out. What are we at, 9?
1996, Roro.
We are at 9.
Put that cigarette out. That means I can watch it tonight. Get it over
I
with.
mean, if you want.
As well.
Wow.
I'll be watching it on Sunday.
I'll be
so.
watching it probably tomorrow.
Whew. All right. Put That Cigarette Out is back. We're flying through Put That Cigarette Out.
Yeah.
We're coming up
Hopefully-
on episode 400. Did you come up with any ideas for episode
I
400?
forgot we were doing.
Shit, right.
You want to do
ideas for
anything
that.
fun for
So
episode
no,
400?
not yet.
What are we on right now?
We are on, this would be 396.
396.
Which
we got
means
4 more. Okay.
Next week we have 2 because I Put That Cigarette Out. So we're really close because then I always do one. So we're real close to episode
2 weeks
400.
away.
Very close. We'll do something fun, like end the show. All right, that's it. We got to pee or poop or whatever what is it?
I got to pee.
All right.
Wally's got to poop. I'm gonna pee through his legs.
Yep.
While he poops.
Yeah.
It's
Sounds fun.
it's teamwork. It's a group dynamic. It's fun.
It's trust exercise.
Yeah.
Please don't pee on my dick while I pee and poop. All right, that's it. Bye.